All right.
Surprise!
Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known to Saffron Olive, and it's time for another edition, our first Streets of New Capenna edition of Budget Magic, and we have a sweet one this week. We're playing Golgari Hideaway with not one, but two of the new Hideaway cards. So let's talk about the plan of this deck, jump into some games, see it in action. So our two Hideaway cards, Fight Rigging, Cemetery Tampering. At a glance, they might look like they don't care about the same thing. Fight Rigging wants a big creature to trigger Hideaway. Cemetery Tampering wants a full graveyard to trigger Hideaway. But really, as you kind of walk through our deck list, they do synergize in a really weird way. But really, either of these cards can get our primary plan done, which is hopefully cheat a Titan Industry or a Toxrill into play on the cheap. We want to get one of these cards hidden under a Fight Rigging or a Cemetery Tampering, trigger them, get them really early in the game, and either one should hopefully be enough to win. Titan Industry, just a ton of power and toughness and value. Toxrill eating away our opponent's board, making some slugs. So Fight Rigging, actually pretty easy to trigger. Either Shakedown Heavy or Egon God of Death can do it by itself. There's 6 power, counter from Fight Rigging, 7 power, cast a Hideaway card. So either of these cards lets us cast our Hideaway card as early as turn 4. And then you can see Egon God of Death cares about the graveyard. It can fill our graveyard with its backside, also needs cards in the graveyard to stay alive. So that kind of leads us to the Cemetery Tampering part of the deck, where we got Witherbloom Command, Teachings of the Karen to fill our graveyard, hopefully get enough cards to trigger Cemetery Tampering, cast our huge finisher to close out the game. And then since we're filling our graveyard, we also got Reanimation. We can just straight up reanimate Toxrill or Titan of Industry with Diagraph Rebirth if we happen to mill them over. So that's another way we can cheat one of our finishers into play. Otherwise, we get a little bit of removal. Bloodchief Surge, Inferno Grasp, Mana Base, pretty typical budget stuff. We do get one rare dual land, which is nice, but pretty budget. And then in our sideboard, which we don't actually get to use today because we're playing this on early access day, but I think this is a fine best of 3 deck, maybe even a better best of 3 deck than best of 1 deck. But we have some discard for control, a bunch of removal for creature decks, and that is Golgari Hideaway, trying to get a Titan Industry or Toxrill into play as quickly as possible with new Hideaway stuff. That's our budget magic for this week, so let's jump into some games and see if the plan can work. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll be back in a bit with a wrap up. Today's video is brought to you by Card Kingdom. You can pick up all the Magic the Gathering cards you need and support the show, and even get a free MTG Goldfish sticker by heading over to cardkingdom.com/MTG Goldfish. Budget Magic time. We are playing some new standard this week with some Golgari Hideaway action, and we'll see if this works. We got one Hideaway card. Opponent, ooh, Naya A. Well, that's teaching. Start filling the graveyard. Mill some stuff, make a token. Probably just getting down to Shakedown Heavy, I assume. Ooh, Egon. Well, grow the dork, play a land, Shakedown Heavy. Hit ya. Opponent, Ranger class, and land. Ooh, we draw land, which is nice. Well, we get to flip this Saga. Go attacking. All right, we get to draw a card, which we're kind of fine with. Well, I mean, play the land, play Shakedown Heavy, Throne of Death, go. I mean, our board's pretty heavy. I don't know if it'll ever deal damage, but we got some big boys. Azeka's Chariot, sure. Make some dorks. Opponent passes. And we mill a land that we didn't really want. Do some shaking down. All right, we get to draw and draw. Okay, so play a forest. Cemetery Tampering. Hideaway card number 1. See if we can hide away something big. Not really. I guess we take another Tampering and then play Teachings to mill some more cards. Still no big stuff. I mean, I guess we're getting kind of close to just hard casting this Titan of Industry. Belladea retreat. All right, so opponent's gonna start growing the dorks. Opponent passes. Well, mill and mill. Still got a ways to go before we can. Okay, there's a Diagraph Rebirth, which is nice. I guess one of these. Go to combat, do some attacking with the Shakedown Heavies. So far, these Shakedown Heavies have been worth it just in card advantage. They haven't done any damage, but We've been able to draw a lot of cards. We get to draw one opponent, so they must be planning on blocking one of them. Oh, they just take it? All right. Opponent takes it. 11 cards in the graveyard. Well, I think we just Diagraph Rebirth, Titan of Industry, destroy artifact and enchantment, which will be Felidar Retreat. Make a Rhino. Wow, that card adds a lot of power to the battlefield. Well, we haven't actually done our full thing yet, but it's working. It's working. Our bigness is working. Oh, Ginny Fae. Ginny Fae's a bit scary. Potentially a bit scary. But our board is big. Get ready, Charm. Gonna make some doggos. I mean, we can potentially reanimate something else. Well, mill and mill. See if we can hit something big. Yes, we will mill. Still not to the point where we can cast cards yet. Well, flip the Saga. Go to combat, do some attacking. I mean, we might just be winning on the beatdown plan here. Opponent lets us draw a card. Lets us draw, oh my god, another Titan Industry. The card embossed opponent. Sure. Yeah, do that, sure. Well, we will kill a thing. Land, Titan of Industry number 2. Artifact and enchantment in Rhino. Get rid of the Azeka's Chariot. Opponent's gonna need something pretty good. And even if they wrath our board or something, like, we have double Diagraph Rebirth in our graveyard. And the Cemetery Tampering, which, ooh, Ajano Uprising, cute. Here they come. Well, we will block and block. We will kill a bunch of stuff. I mean, I think we're good. I think this is our opponent being like, okay, I'm dead. I might as well just make some cats, make some dogs. Yes, we mill and mill. We got the GGs, we mill. We play another Cemetery Tampering. Hideaway of Fight Rigging. Well, that worked pretty well. Attack with everything. Trying to just go through it fast for our opponent's sake, because our opponent's super dead, but you're not supposed to scoop in the early access event, so trying to be respectful of that. Well, that went really well. So we did finally see Cemetery Tampering go off. We didn't get to see Fight Rigging, but in this case, just playing big stuff and playing Titan of Industry was, oh my goodness, being able to get rid of Felidar Retreat and Azeka's Chariot and make 11 power and toughness. The card's so good. The card's so good. Well, all right, that was a good start. That was a good start. Sweet. Oh my god. Okay, we need a black source. We got Egan Fight Rigging. Oh, we're black source away. Show us a black source. We are, okay, that's black source. Play it. So I think our plan is Fight Rigging next turn. Snag Titan of Industry. Pretty good. And now let's see if our opponent taps out. If they tap out, we might just win, opponent. All right. Yeah. Well, we're gonna go for the winning plan here. Egon. Go to combat. Counter. Titan of Industry. Rhino. And I guess we just shield counter. Play the land. Pass turn. Woo! That's a pretty good turn 4. Ah! It feels so good. And opponent, done. Wow, that was the best one yet. Okay, I like this deck. Budget Magic time. We are rigging some fights, playing some Golgari Hideaway in New Standard on Early Access Day. Well, there's our fight we're rigging. I really hope we hit a land here. If we miss on lands, it's gonna be bad. All right, we hit a land. Ooh, and a Diagraph Rebirth. All right, get back to the swamp. Well, we found the fight rigging. We need something to go with it still. Opponent. Join the dance. Well, Witherbloom command. Mill and kill. Get back Deathcap Glade. There's not a ton of reason to run out fight rigging without a creature. I mean, I guess the upside is if we draw a creature next turn, we'll have it down. Opponent gets in, hits us, sure. And, ooh, Halo Fountain, spicy. I like it. Well, let's Fight rigging. Hideaway, Titan of Industry. Kill the token. Ship the turd. Kill the token because we don't really want him to start Halo fountaining about it. Ooh, Azika's Chariot. All right, something big to go with our fight rigging. Campus. All right, well, tap land, go. I mean, I guess worst case, we're gonna have a Toxrill fight rigging turn. All right, if our opponent crews a chariot, we do get to kill it, which is good. Although our opponent can, oh, they need another white source. They're almost to the start drawing cards part of the game. Kill the chariot, opponent plays a land. Even more chariots. All right, this is a little scary. Opponent. It would be nice to draw something this turn. Or a land. Uh-oh. Well, this is not good. Not good at all. And I think we are in trouble. Yeah, this was kind of awkward running. Opponent untaps. So next turn we get to have a sweet turn, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough. Opponent's going to have a pretty sweet turn themselves. Galagreeters. The Toxrill should be helpful, but is it helpful enough? Screws it up. Goes attacking for a ton. I mean, our opponent could also have instant speed removal. If they have instant speed removal, we're super dead. All right, treasure token hits us. Well, we gotta hope there's not removal. If there's not removal and we get to actually trigger this fight rigging for the Titan and Toxrill like semi-sweeps our opponent's board. Oh, opponent's passing with mana up. Not a fan. Not a fan. Well, land Toxrill. All right, no removal. If you got removal, we're dead. If you don't have removal, we'll see. Okay, Titan of Industry. All right, let's think about this. Rhino. Destroy Chariot. Boy, Titan of Industry is impressive every single time we've cast it. Everyone. Ooh, all right, slime them. Slime them. Okay, there we go. Well, we might have stabilized. And now if our opponent has removal, we have Diagraph Rebirth, so we just get to get it back anyway. Galagreeters. No, doesn't our opponent just get, like, super slimed here? I think our opponent's about to get really slimed. Yeah, slime you. Yes, please. We draw land. Well, we will Teachings of the Kirin. Oh my god, we mill Titan of Industry. Play a land, go to combat, grow, doesn't really matter. You know what, we'll grow a slime. So as long as our opponent has to block, which I think they do. Oh, they're just gonna die? All right, that works. That's another game where we had a slow start and it didn't matter. We had a slow start, but then we just trigger fight rigging and win. Titan Industry is the truth. Oh my goodness. Maybe this deck's good. Oh, yeah, the fight rigging. I think we're gonna, oh, this is sketchy. We're gonna keep it though. We're gonna keep it. We need a black source. If we draw a black source, I like this hand. That's a black card. We do have the fight rigging, which is a card that can do crazy things, but none of this really matters unless, oh my god, Titan Industry, okay. I mean, Titan Industry is insane, but it's 7 mana. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. This would be a really nice turn to draw black source, oh god. All right, well, fight rigging, I guess. Hide our level A. Jeez, and a whiff. Okay, I guess we'll take Diagraph Rebirth. It's not looking great, this game. I mean, it was a super risky keep, so I can't really blame the Magic gods. Keeping the no black source hand is definitely high risk. Fairly high reward though, because if we draw black source, we got like ridiculous removal, we got the reanimation. That fight rigging was not very good. Like, we probably don't even want to cast the card at this point. And our opponent can start making treasures. Yeah, I think, well, we'll see. Jewel Thief. Mythic common Jewel Thief. I don't know how much standard play this card will see, but oh god. Yeah. But I think this is one of the best commons that's ever been printed. I'm not even like being hyperbolic. 3/3 Vigilance Trample ETB treasure token that's ridiculous for a common. Opponent gets in treasures. The lesson today, kids, is don't keep hands that are missing black mana, apparently. Oh god, okay. I mean, we're just gonna rig these fights till we die. At least give us something good this time. All right, we'll take a Titan of Industry. Put multiple black sources to the bottom. Imagine if we had a creature. The problem we have, and the reason why I believe we're just straight up dead, is our big creatures like, well, I guess we have the Egon. So I guess there's some world where we draw an untapped black source, Egon, trigger our fight riggings, and maybe get back into it, but leaning towards us just being dead here. Opponent gets in. Binding the Old Gods, blows up a fight rigging. Well, at least they chose the bad one. Tapped black mana, so now we're just literally dead. All right, well, I'll take the blame on that one. Should have mulled. All right, budget magic time. New standard budget magic time. We are playing some Golgari Hideaway. Sounds fine. We got our fight rigging. We don't have a big creature to spin with it yet, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Teachings, good at filling our graveyard at least. Opponent. Gadeem's Awakening. Well, Teachings of the Kirin. Mill a couple cards, make a couple 1/1s. Actually, a 1/1. That's a really sweet looking spirit token. I don't know if I've ever actually seen the art on this before, but that is sweet. Blade of the Uni. Well, counter it up, play a land, fight rigging. Those are two winners. Titan of Industry or Toxrill. Let's say Titan of Industry. Grow the Dork. You know what? We're just gonna attack. If our opponent wants to trade the Blade of the Oni, we're kind of fine with that. We're not trying to grow that to 7 power. We have creatures that just turn it on right away. That's what we'd rather be doing. Graveyard Trespasser. All right, something big, something big. Just a land. Well, I get to flip this Saga. Play the land. Yeah, let's Bloodchief's Thirst. Discard the Campus. Grow the Dork. Well, we're running low on cards, but we have things that can really send our deck into overdrive if we can find them. Body Launder. Body Launder is a sweet card. Witherbloom Command. Well, let's Teachings again. Mill some cards. Actually, on a non-creature spell, if you do put a counter on target creature you control. All right, so play the land, go to combat, counter, go attacking. Oh, that's a creature. I think we do need to grow this. We'll just exile a land. Make it a 4/4. Opponent takes it. Pass the turn. I mean, we've almost gotten to this fight rigging. We're not making it look easy, but we're kind of doing it. Opponent goes attacking. And all right, there's Infernal Grasp. Oh, more lands, more lands. So many lands. Well, Witherbloom Command. Mill and kill. Get back a Witherbloom Campus. The scrying might actually end up relevant here. Opponent gets to connive. Tenacious Underdog. Grow the Dork. Well, I mean, we have enough mana that we can cast our big stuff. This has been weird running. Just haven't drawn any of our big things to turn on the fight rigging. Opponent, power word, kill, more removal. Goes attacking. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. Give us something big, please. Witherbloom Command again. Not great at the moment. I'll play the land. Pass the turn. Counter on the Dork. I mean, we're legitimately scrying with the Witherbloom Campus here. Opponent, even more removal. Well, I mean, we're running out of time to find a big thing, because our opponent can start blitzing this Tenacious Underdog, which they will. So we really need to find something that turns on this fight rigging. Okay, Shakedown Heavy, that does do it. That does it. It's not great, but it does do it. That's going to turn on the fight rigging. That's going to get us our Titan of Industry. Is it going to be in time? That's what we're about to find out. Opponent gets to draw a card. They grow the Body Launder. That is a sweet little synergy. We'll see if it's enough. Angel of Suffering. Well, we'll play Shakedown Heavy. We'll go to combat. We'll put a counter on it. We'll cast Titan of Industry. We'll make a Rhino. We'll gain 5 life. We will, yeah, I guess just pass. Well, we build a big board. Is it enough? Our opponents cast a lot of removal. Hopefully they're running out of removal spells. All right, even more removal. Goes attacking. You know what, we're gonna take it. Sure, down to 5. Shakedown heavy of their own. Counter on the Rhino. Go attacking. Opponent lets us draw, untaps. Takes 5. Wow, we're 1 point of damage short. Witherbloom command. Mill and drain. Get back Deathcap Glade. Play Deathcap Glade. Witherbloom command. Mill and drain. Get back Swamp. Opponents at 1. Untaps. They can't blitz or they die. Land. Opponent gets in, gets in. So we'll just untap. Sure, take it. Down to 4. Okay, Paladin. Are we getting there? I think we might be getting there. The fight rigging came through. It took a lot longer than we wanted, but hopefully we're good. Another Diagraph Rebirth. We do have a Titan in the graveyard, which is nice. Well, go to combat. Counter on the Rhino. Go attacking. Lets us draw. Well, we will kill the Shakedown Heavy. Drop to 2. This should force our opponent to chump with the Paladin. And then we can double reanimate, which is kind of insane. Yeah, connives. But now our diagraphs are down to 3 mana. So this should just stabilize us. Wow, it's working. All right, Diagraph Rebirth, number 1. Titan Industry. 5 life Rhino. Diagraph Rebirth. Titan. 5 life Rhino. And I'm feeling decent about where we're at now. Feeling pretty good. Titan Industry Tron looking to be enough to take down the conniving mono black deck. Body Launderers look pretty sweet, but you know what's like sweeter? That would be playing all these Titan of Industries. Opponent. Body Launder. Well, go to combat. Counter on whatever. Doesn't really matter. Go attacking. And this has gotta be it. This has gotta be it. Opponent untaps it. But they're at 1. The Rhinos come through. Wow, Titan Industry. Fight rigging. This was interesting because we fell super far behind super quick. Like, this was looking bad. This was looking super bad. Our fight rigging, we had it, but it couldn't find a big creature for so long. But you can see the power of the card. We finally drew it. We finally drew the fight rigging. And in that one turn, we went from doing nothing to essentially just winning the game. Like, Titan Industry's busted. And when you're cheating into play for free, it's doubly busted. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Budget magic time. We are hiding away. Oh, that's a fight rigging too. That is pretty excellent. All right, tap land go. We are hiding away in new standard. We do need 1 more land. Opponent pathway, Tingled Florahedron. All right, that's a land. So we get to kill the Florahedron. Play the Swamp. Well, this is gonna be interesting. So we can fight rigging. We'll see what we hit. Opponent passes. Deathcap Glade, fight rigging. All right, we hit the Titan, that's good. Well, now we wait for our opponent to hopefully not have up instant speed removal and theoretically win. Opponent passes. Well, play the land. I don't think we want to go for it yet. Let's just teachings. Mill, mill, mill. Make a 1/1. Put a counter on it. Pass the turn. I'm worried about Skyclave. Okay, what is this going for? Fight rigging? Oh, opponent. Opponent. All right, well, we're gonna beat you down the old-fashioned way, I guess. If you don't want to die in the fun way, you'll have to die in the boring way. Counter on the token. Go attacking. I mean, we'll just be able to cast our stuff eventually. Yeah, let's play Throne of Death and start drawing cards, I think. Pass the turn. Opponent, I am a little worried about Farewell. Prosperous Incuba. Opponent passes. Well, Throne of Death. Exile the Heavy. Draw land, mill a card. Transform. Well, Witherbloom command's kind of sweet. We get to mill and kill. Get rid of the Innkeeper, mill some cards. Get back a forest. Hit ya. Down to 8, play the land, and opponent needs the Wrath. Like, they need a Wrath or they're just dying to our janky beads. And if they do Wrath, we have to follow it up with Titan of Industry, which is pretty good. Workshop Warchief, that is a good card. Well, mill the Shakedown Heavy. Play the land, go to combat, attack, attack, attack. Yeah, I think we're okay with stuff dying. Yeah, we'll just exile the Skyclave, I guess. Opponent going to block, drops to 5. Well, I mean, yeah, Titan Industry. Rhino. Get rid of the treasure, I guess. Opponent could need that mana for something. I mean, please kill our Titan Industry, just don't exile it. But if you kill it, we will just reanimate it many times. Well, our opponent did dodge the fight rigging, but they did not dodge their untimely demise. Maybe this deck's just good. Budget magic time. Wow. Teachings of the Kirin Tron. Well, it's going to support the Egon well, which is nice. No fight rigging. We're playing some budget magic Golgari Hideaway. Best of one because we're playing early access day. So far, this deck's been better than I expected, honestly. Yeah, we're going to keep the Egon. There's some thought of running out the backside to try to start drawing cards, but considering that we got fight rigging in our deck, it might be worth keeping it to play as a creature to trigger fight rigging. So opponent, Jund of some kind, and passes. Well, with 2 Egons. With 2 Egons, we can run out the backside of one. Because we also have the black Hideaway card in our deck, so there is value just to filling our graveyard. Plus we have reanimation. Opponent. So far the graveyard, pretty useless. Other than the Diagraph Rebirth, that is a good one to mill, but haven't milled much. Ooh, Jaxus, that's sweet. Get in there, Jax. I really like Jaxus. We'll see if it's any good. This is Jax's fair mode of just like cycle it, essentially. No creature to copy. I mean, you might as well attack. It's going away anyway. There's literally 0 downside. Yes, we will not block. Opponent sacks the Jax. Oh, Toxrill. I would have rather milled the Toxrill, but all right. Counter on the dork, flip it. Play a land. Teachings again. Oh, there goes our fight rigging. I'll go to combat, attack ya. Pass the turn. 10 cards in the graveyard. Nothing big to reanimate, though. Yeah, I would have much rather milled this Toxrill if we had the choice. I mean, I guess at some point we can exile Egon to draw a card. Not planning on reanimating Egon. I don't know, maybe these really janky sagas very slowly get there. Not impossible. These are in our deck mostly to be a mill 3. Mill 3 and like a jump block, but they might be more this game. It's like Richard's bird deck in Commander. Your creatures might suck, but if you draw enough of them, they can still win. Also, I still love this spirit token art. Such a cool spirit token. Opponent, oh boy. Meatballs away part of our board. Mill a land, draw a land. Well, grow the dork. Play the land, go attacking. You know what, let's just draw now. Get rid of the Egon draw card. All right, well, 1 land away from casting Toxrill. Jund Triome. I don't think I'm ever gonna call this a Torres Proving Ground. That's a lot of words. That's a lot of words. Jund Triome. So much simpler. Well, this has been the most impressive Kirin game for sure. All right, boy, a lot of removal going at these Kirins. Sure. Gala Greeters. Well, all right. Flip the Saga. Play the Campus. Go to combat. Attack ya. I don't think Gala Greeters is actually good. Well, okay. We're gonna play this Egon now. We've waited forever. We're to the point where we're casting Toxrill, so we might as well just run out the Egon. Gala Greeters, maybe when Prosperous Innkeeper rotates. I could see this being bad Prosperous Innkeeper in the future. For now, it's really hard for me to get behind playing it over Prosperous Innkeeper, especially when Prosperous Innkeeper is a uncommon. Definitely not a rare. I think it's uncommon. Is it a common? There's no way it's a common, is it? Halana and Elena. Good card. Triggers the Galligrator. Yeah, it's uncommon. So opponents like Jund stuff. Jund things and stuff. All right, mill a card. Exile 2 cards. Oh, there's a shakedown heavy. Play the land, go to combat, hit ya. If our opponent blocks here, that's fine, because then we just Toxrill the Galligrators. Surprise how often we've been hardcasting our big stuff. Opponent blocks. Goes to 1 temporarily. But we got a slug for that. Yup. Kill it. Get drained. All right, opponent. Well, you need a Wrath, and even if you have a Wrath, we have Diagraph Rebirth, so GG, I think. Is there a person in that slug? Yeah, I don't know how our opponent gets out of this. Oh, Zatora's Envoy. That is a sweet card. I really like Zatora's Envoy. Opponent, but it's not big enough to get through Toxrill, and then stuffs get shrunk, and then we mill, and then we exile. And then we go to combat, and then we attack, and attack, and attack. You know what, we just attack with everything, doesn't matter. Attack with everything, exile whatever, and sure. I think that might do it. I'm curious, excuse me, curious to see if Zatora's Envoy is actually good. Not the super explosive start, but still ground him out. Sweet, sweet, sweet. So what did we learn this week about Golgari, Hideaway, and Streets of New Capenna Standard? And normal asterisk, we recorded this on early access day, so it's only best of 1, and people are sometimes trying brews. So I always take the record of a deck on early access day with a bit of a grain of salt, but the deck did kind of crush it. We went 6-1 in our 7 matches, and our 1 loss was kind of to ourselves. We kept a hand that had 1 color of mana, never drew the 2nd color of mana. I don't even know if we cast a spell that game before we lost. So the deck actually felt surprisingly competitive, and I really love this deck. The plan worked perfectly. We had some like turn 4 Titan of Industry, some turn 4 Toxrills that won the game, but we also could grind out late game value. We had games where we were just like reanimating our Titans of Industries and filling our graveyard and killing stuff and kind of playing like this weird mid-rangey deck. So I gotta say, I was surprised by the power level of this deck. I think that fight rigging is a big one. Cemetery Tampering, it's kind of a backup. It is hard to trigger. 20 cards is a lot, and we saw that throughout our games. There's just not really a way to get 20 cards in our graveyard very quickly, although we do trigger it in the late game, and we get the upside that is filling our graveyard, because we don't mind our graveyard being full, because we got Diagraph Rebirth and other graveyard synergies. So even if we're not triggering Cemetery Tampering, it's still a fine card in our deck. Fight rigging, though, that's the big payoff. That's the one where we just can play it on turn 3, potentially get a Titan of Industry, a Toxrill on turn 4, and we did that multiple times. The other thing that I like about this deck is it's just got good stuff. Like Shakedown Heavy is huge, and it was actually pretty impressive. It doesn't deal combat damage much, but it is really big. It drew us a ton of cards, so that's a decent card. Egon, actually just a pretty good threat. The backside's a nice upside. We get good removal. We get to these weird early game plays like Teachings of the Kirin just coming up the board. So all around, I gotta say, Golgari Hideaway was a lot better than I expected it to be. But most importantly, Titan Industry, oh, the card's so good. It's so good. I just absolutely love that card. And that's a card that really makes the deck work. So anyway, that is Streets of New Capenna Standard. That is Hideaway. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon.